Hello, welcome to the Wisdom of Age. My name is Oscar, and today I'm gonna talk about one of the reflections that I've had, and that is the importance of documenting your life. And by documenting your life, I mean having a journal. I know this may not be a habit that cuts across, but I would like to emphasize on the importance of it, and the importance of a journal in this way that every day there are so many things that occur in your life. There are so many patterns that build up or patterns that form without your knowledge, or the habits that used to build you in the past, you've kind of derailed from them without notice. But having a journal helps you keep track of your life. In a journal, you can write your fears, you can write your thoughts, you can write your plans, you can write your goals, you can write your ambitions, you can write the convictions that you feel the Holy Spirit is putting in your heart or God. And you can also document the things about your family and how you felt in different seasons, what are your thought processes. You can put in everything. And also, journaling comes with discipline because it helps you be intentional about your life. It makes you be so concerned about the daily things that happen in your life, because if you meet an average person today, you'll find one pattern is that they are rarely in control of their lives. So there's somebody else who is pushing the button in their lives. And after some time, there's something that happens to humanity. You tend to ask yourself this question: who am I and where am I going? And most of the time, I've seen sometimes men and women. You find somebody just seated in a corner somewhere, looking like they are depressed. You confront them and ask, "What are you going through?" And they're like, "I'm not understanding where my life is going. I don't understand how I got here." And if that person maintained a journal, they will be able to notice a change of event or when they were taking a turn. Journaling is like a pilot on a plane or a captain of a ship, whereby you know the knots you're supposed to move at, you know the direction, you know you are guided by the compass, you're guided by the tower on the ground and all that. And so you have to keep on writing the coordinates. And in such mode of transport, there's something called course correction, whereby you reflect back on your coordinates. The training from the school also plays a role, but you write down your coordinates and refer to the coordinates when you miss the direction. So that's why they call it course correction. You start heading in the destination that you are supposed to, but at sometimes the forces that you cannot control, which are the wind, sometimes the waves of the water, they kind of misdirect you, but you have to go back to the direction that you're supposed to. So journaling helps you do that. We were not built to keep records of other people's mistakes. And that's why what we do most of the time, you find that there is gossip, there's slander. Actually, it feels good storing information about other people instead of your own personal life. The Bible does not encourage us to do that, because there are so many scriptures that have been written concerning gossip and slander. Proverbs 11:13 says, "A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret." Proverbs 16:28 says, "A perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends." Proverbs 18:8, "The words of a gossip are like choice morsel. They go down to the inmost part." Proverbs 20:19, "A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much." 2 Corinthians 12:20, "For I am afraid that when I come, I may not find you as I want you to be, and you may not find me as you want me to be. I fear that there may be discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, slander, gossip, arrogance, and disorder." This was Paul writing to the church of the Corinthians. We also see in Leviticus 19:16, "Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Do not do anything that endangers a neighbor's life. I am the Lord." Psalms 41:7 says, "All my enemies whisper together against me. They imagine the worst for me." Psalms 34:13, "Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from telling lies." I mean, Ephesians 4:29, which is our last verse, "Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen." So, as you embrace the life of journal, it keeps you away from having a mental space or giving your mind share to another person by storing up information about other people. So, if you are in a place whereby the culture around you is full of gossip and all that, there's always one solution to kill slander. Just ask the person who's giving you gossip. If I call the other person, are you able to say the same things? If you're not able to say the same things in the presence of that person, then don't tell me. And that's how you kill gossip, by the way. So, ensure that you get into a habit of journaling and documenting your life, because this will help you as well in understanding your goals, in understanding how far you've come in life. And in journaling, don't just journal about life, but also track your expenses. Have a financial journal as well, where you can track your expenses, track how much you're spending and how much you're putting aside for the goals you want to achieve. So that is why you see most of the time we see other people have risen in life or have gotten to some place in life, and you when you compare yourself with them, you tend to feel stuck. But it's all because of the habit of journaling, because journaling helps you track your life, and if you have a financial journal, it can help you also track your expenses. So I will end it with this one. One of the things in life with regards to journaling is that it will help you, and it's something that we are required to do, to live a circumspective life. A circumspective life, I mean, it's a life that is intentional, whereby you are aware about your life inside and outside. You know what goes around. So that's why we are told, actually the Bible encourages us to live circumspectively. So ensure you get into a habit of journaling and start today. Buy a book. You may not need to disclose to everyone. Actually, it's normally a personal book. Get it and begin to track your life. Then you can begin to see the areas that you need to improve and where you go wrong, because your life is a story that needs to be told someday. Could be to your children, could be to encourage other people. So this is the wisdom of age. Remember to follow us on all channels. Remember to subscribe if you like this content. Like and comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.